honey mustard Dijon chicken. It's what's for dinner tonight.
So you know me. As a rule, I'm going to be using a full pan. Something I can throw in the trash and be done with it, right? But I didn't have any more small pans, and I didn't want to waste another one of my big ones. This is really a glass loaf pan. It's a large loaf pan, but it'll be all right for what we're doing tonight. Trust me, all right? The next thing that I hate doing, that I'm going to have to do, is I got to dice up the chicken, and we know how I feel about touching chicken. So, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to dice this up, and we'll be back. All right, listen, we all know that as a rule, if I need diced chicken, I'm going to buy it already diced at the store. As a matter of fact, I have some in the freezer right now, pre-diced. I just didn't realize when I took the chicken out that I was going to need to dice it up. So this was already thawed and I had to use it. So there we are with that. That said, if you do have to dice chicken, it's best to do it when it's a little bit frozen. Trust me, it cuts so much easier. That's part of what I hate about dicing chicken is it just kind of slides and slides all over the... No. Make it a little bit frozen. It's going to dice so much easier, I promise you. So if you've been cooking with me for any amount of time, you know that I don't do much measuring when it comes to things like this, especially sauces. Baking is very precise. You got to measure with baking. Cooking, not so much. So the recipe calls for 1/4 of a cup of Dijon mustard and 1/2 a cup of honey. Have you really ever seen me measure much of anything? I've already shaken this up. I got spaghetti sauce on my apron. I'll have to wash it this weekend. Well, at least it's on the apron, not on my clothes. That's what the apron's for, right? Yeah, there we go. Anyway, we're going to do roughly 1/4 of a cup of the honey Dijon. Yeah. And then roughly 1/2 a cup. I don't know why I tried to shake the honey. And roughly 1/2 a cup of the honey. We're going to measure with our heart, y'all. I honestly think what's left in this bear is probably about 1/2 a cup. All right. Whew, that is sticky. We're going to put some salt and pepper to taste. And y'all know the story of my salt and pepper shakers. I got the oven over there preheating to 375 degrees. And very soon, this is going to be ready to pop in there. It's not, I just heard the oven beep. It's ready. And we almost are too. Get this all stirred up. It's going to be ready to go up on top of that chicken. The recipe says to pour it and mix this directly over the chicken. I just prefer to mix it separately, and then, you know, you've got it mixed good and well. Get all that goodness out of there. Then we're going to mix this up here. Like I said, this dish will work just fine for what I'm doing tonight. Now it says to top this with about a tablespoon and a half of butter. I'm just going to, again, eyeball it. Typically I would use stick butter, but you know what? It'll be fine. This is easier than actually putting slicing stick butter for just a tablespoon and a half. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to go pop this in that 375 degree oven for about 20 minutes. All right, so while the chicken is in there cooking, I am going to make some rice. And I'm about to teach you the secret to making rice in the microwave. Yeah, and this is how I do it. If you don't want to make rice in the microwave or anything in the microwave, that is fine. It is 100% up to you. But this is how I make it. It's quick and easy. I'm just telling you, 15 minutes, we got good rice. All right? So probably one of the only times you're ever going to see me use a measuring cup. This is kind of an exact thing. You got to be a little more exact with this. So however much rice you make, you want just a little bit more than twice that much water. Okay? So I am, there's 4 of us tonight. I'm probably going to make 2 cups of rice. Let me get this. And I actually like jasmine rice. But honey, we use instant rice. We use anything in this house. All right. I'm going to go ahead and dump that in there. And then I'm going to add, I did 2 cups of rice. I'm going to do 4 cups of water. Be right back. So here we are with our rice and water mixture. And I'm going to get a stick of butter and drop that in there. Okay. And now, of course, you got to salt it. I am going to throw this in the microwave for 15 minutes and it'll be ready. All right, just one more thing to make tonight's dinner complete. This is the second to last jar of my mama's green beans. We picked them in the garden, canned them, and after this, I only got one jar left. So we're gonna throw this on the stove real quick, and that'll be part of our dinner. It still smells so good. I'm gonna dump this juice out and rinse the beans off real quick, because I mean they've been in here for a while. Okay, so I've put those green beans in there. I've covered them with water, and I put some salt in there. Now let me tell you, now would be the time to use that bacon grease that you save. If you hadn't been saving bacon grease, what did your mama teach you? Seriously. I'm going to go pop this on the burner right there, and it'll be ready by the time the rest of it's ready. I'm seriously wishing right now there was a thing called smell-o-vision. I really do. If you could smell this chicken, oh my gosh, the honey mustard. Whew, gosh, it smells so good.
So at some point right in here, my audio went out, so I'm just going to go with it. So we've got the green beans ready, the rice on here, put the chicken with the honey mustard Dijon on there. It's so good. And don't come at me about my baby plate, all right? We all know I'm not even going to eat this much, but it is what it is. So just leave me alone about my plate, all right? There it is. Yum.